Yo, what is up, gangsters, gangstats, and all in between? It's me, Chaotic, in the building. Okay, this intro is already off to an awful start. Why did I start off with that 2016 intro, bruh? That's what I used to be doing on my old YouTube videos, honestly, just doing that stuff. It's ridiculous. Come on. We've gotten past that. But, anyways, I just want to come here and talk with y'all about, stuff, life, honestly. Not a podcast, but let's have a little story time, I've been making some power scaling videos. I've done experimental gaming videos, and I still do want to do that. I'm still working on power scaling stuff. That's going to take a bit, especially if I do like a bigger artist and they have more creativity within their music videos. Oh, that's going to take a long while. But I digress anyway. It's blessed to be here on this blessed morning. I hope. Wait, am I saying morning? I said morning. Whatever it's the morning, evening, afternoon for you. I hope you're having a blessed time, a blessed day, blessed night. And I just want to, make a cool, fun little video, quick video. Nothing that's too taxing on me, because not only do I have work to deal with, I'm doing schooling a little bit, and I don't want to do too much that will take away from my time. And so I just want to hear talk with y'all about a certain time in my life. Say you're seventh grade me, awkward, finding yourself, hormones kicking in, and you one day dig up a dead squirrel in your neighborhood. Now, you may ask yourself, now, why would you dig up a dead squirrel? Now, I was doing this for a friend. Let's call him C. I haven't talked to Z since middle school, but he was one of my best, closest friends. And, we used to always chill and hang. Now, I'm not the blackest person, but he was black as ace of spades, man, honestly. But this dude, I don't know. Like, you look back at some people and you're like, man, like, they could really be a serial killer nowadays, or they could just be a little bit off the wall, I get those vibes every time I just look at C, honestly, and I really don't know how to explain it, but he just gives us those vibes sometimes. And I remember one time him and his mom were arguing on our way to school, because I walked to middle school, so I didn't live very far from the school at all. So I was walking and he got into argument with his mom, and I was walking with him, and he just had a face, like, just anger. And I don't know, that's when the first clarity of like emotional intelligence within my body kicked in, and I said nothing the entire walk. I just let it soak in, because what honestly could I say to him at that time that could possibly make him feel any better? I mean, just come on, really, honestly. But anyways, we went ahead one time. I was going up to his house. It's early in the morning. It's like 7 something ish. I'm going up to his house. We live close by. And he's like, you know what, Cody? I did not say my name. He was like, you know what, dude? I need to show you something. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, I didn't think nothing of it. We were just walking. There was like a little forest area next to the houses. So we went over there. And I didn't think about it until like we were at the spot, but he brought a shovel with him. Now, any horror movie that has taught you, anybody that got that is up to no good. So I don't know why my senses didn't kick in and be like, dude, why do you of all people have a shovel at 7 a.m.? We were up in the forest, bro. Are you trying to kill me? Nah, but the emotional intelligence didn't kick in at that time. So little me, if he really wanted to do something, it would have been cooked, honestly. He was like, I need to show you something. Could you dig this for me? And we were digging at a spot where there's like, it's the neighborhood they planted the trees. So obviously, I'm surprised HOA didn't come at my parents for what I was about to do to this tree, digging into it. So I just said, okay, fine. I'll dig into the tree. I'm digging and I'm digging, and I see a little Ziploc bag. And I'm like, okay. I was a little bit concerned, but I didn't think much of it. Well, really what I had to think of at that time. But honestly, I picked it up. I looked at the Ziploc bag and I see a dead squirrel in there, a dead squirrel. It don't look like it been there long. It wasn't decomposing, but it was dead. And I freaked out. I dropped it. I was like, oh shoot, a dead squirrel. And I'm just thinking like, bro, why do you have a dead squirrel? Like, first of all, let's put a little more background within C. I mean, there's a lot of dead animals in the neighborhood, but he always just look at them. I look at them as well, so you may put some of the blame on me, but I'm not gonna lie, it's just like he was just violating some of these animals, bruh. Like just touching them, he taking pictures, and I'm like, oh sheesh, bro, what are you doing? I remember one time it was a dog. Somebody dog died. I don't know who family dog that died, but a family dog died, and he just opened up basically what was the coffin of the dog, and flies started coming out. I'm like, bro, come on. Like he was just straight violating. And I guess I'm part of the problem too because I was still there with him, but I don't know, man. I feel like I'm incriminating myself honestly with this one. But this was just out of the question. Why did you first of all, he had to put the dead squirrel in there, dig it up, place it in, and then dig that back in. I'm like, bro, how long have you had that squirrel in the Ziploc bag? I'm surprised the all the little creatures down there didn't take care of it and freaking decompose it. But anyways, he said, and I quote, "This is for my science project." Now, we didn't have any classes together in middle school, so I didn't get to talk to him outside of home and all that. But I don't know what science class he was in that requires a dead freaking squirrel to be placed there. And I'm just and this is another instance of my emotional intelligence at the time kicking in because, bro, I'm not about to be associated with you right now, but you got this dead freaking squirrel. I'm thinking, my God, he's about to bring it to school and all hell is gonna break loose because this dude is about to bring a dead squirrel to school. And so I was like, all right, man, I'm out of here. I'm not going to deal with this whatsoever. I'm not. I wasn't, bro. I was not going to do that. That was the smartest decision I ever made because I just went about the rest of my day, and I thought it was weird at the time, but I clearly now recognize that in the middle of my classes, in the middle of the day, all I hear is screaming, "Oh, all that." Oh, I was like, oh man, what the heck is that? And then I realized somebody, they was like, oh, dude, because I talked with somebody later, like, dude, somebody brought a dead squirrel into the classroom. Turns out that was not what he was supposed to do for his science project. I don't even know what it was, but clearly it was not that because, yeah, he got in major trouble for that. He was suspended for a week, which I'm surprised that's all it was. A week, but like, they're not going to definitely tolerate that. So I do hope he learned his lesson. And see, bro, if you still out there, you was a cool dog at an angle, but why? I still want to know, man, why did you bring that dead squirrel to school? I don't think anybody knows that I'm the one that digged that up because I felt like my reputation would have been questionable at the very least in middle school if they had known that. Because why did I still dig up the dead squirrel on my end? Like, that is just crazy. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Honestly. But yeah, that's all I really got to say at this time. And in conclusion, pick your friends better. Arrivederci.